Sunset and Burning Leaves by Shusei. Chapter 10. Buddhism is often thought to be pessimistic by the followers of other ways, and to offer only annihilation as the goal of its adherents. Followers of the Buddhist way know that such assumptions are born of great ignorance, and that they reflect quite the opposite of Buddhist attitude and the nature of nirvana. The man or woman who does not walk the Dharma path covets his ego concept, and taking great pleasure in his identity, he looks upon anything that appears to threaten his ego concept with great distrust and loathing. Such a person cannot see that the very source of his great joy is also the source of all his anguish and fear in life. The only annihilation sought on the way is the annihilation of the illusory ego, the ego soul to which humans seek to cling, but which upon investigation is nowhere to be found. Better it is that a person look to his shadow for comfort and identity than to the thought of his personal soul, for even his shadow has more substance than the mind-constructed abiding self. To one who is ignorant of the way, such statements are deeply depressing, for that one will reason that without his soul he is rendered a meaningless bit of flotsam in the vast sea of circumstances. It is only the disciple of keen discernment who has realized his Buddha nature who can know the transcendental joy of non-entity. With the awakening to the light of truth comes the instant disintegration of the phantom ego soul. When the delusions of the ego consciousness melt away, the disciple is no longer able to think of himself as an entity separate and apart from all other things. He dies as an entity unto himself and is instantly reborn in oneness with the universal mind of Buddha. Where is there room for pessimism in such a marvelous happening? That of which we here speak has naught to do with the death of the physical body or the loss of any part of the flavor of life. Saint Honan said, quote, "How wondrous to know that while yet in the flesh we are numbered among the blessed in paradise." Close quote. This simply means that the realization of that state which humans term paradise may be experienced during this very day-to-day fleshly existence. In the true Dharma, there is not one particle of pessimism. Rather, the chord that sounds throughout is the blessed assurance of eternal well-being. To know this realization of tathata, a person must follow the way until, in accordance with his true nature, he ceases to hug himself and embraces the universe. Chapter 11. Within every man and woman are contained, either active or inert, the motivating forces which we see manifested in all people. It is only because these all-pervading seeds of character manifest in different combinations in different individuals that we tend to assume that we are different from all other people. You can, in truth, say that you yourself are the sum total of the universal activity of the present moment, that from beginningless time the workings of the cosmic law have been in the process of creating you at this moment. Such a statement can be made, however, only if you are aware of great nature, which is your only true nature. The disciple who can, with total conviction, speak with the Buddha the words, quote, "I alone am noble," has realized that he, as the sum total of all universal activity, truly embraces the universal scene in both mind and body. The ultimate mind of humankind is the mind of Buddha, and the true body of humankind is the cosmic body, which stands unto the very heavens and beyond, and which reaches out from infinity to infinity. The enlightenment is the reflection of the universal Buddha mind, which is the cause of all things, and which finds its fulfillment by incarnating as the myriad things of the cosmos. How is it that a person does not begin and end with his immediate circumstances and the narrow realm of his personal endeavor? It is because a man or woman is the end result of a great multiplicity of causes and effects that have been manifesting from beginningless time. The nature of a person's character is conditioned and determined by his association and activities with others, whose characters are in turn conditioned and determined by their association and activities with him and with others, and so on ad infinitum. Beyond this, the world of men and women is conditioned and determined by all the things of earth, which are, in their turn, conditioned and determined by the myriad things of the cosmos. The eternally shifting pattern extends beyond the galaxy itself, out into the cosmos, unto infinity. By reversing the pattern, we can begin with infinity and arrive at the individual human being, thus perceiving that, quote, I am the end result of all cosmic activity from beginningless time, just as I am now in this present moment. This present moment, which has no existence apart from things, is itself one with the end result. How is this so? It is so because all things, mountains, humans, and trees, together with all the myriad components of the void, ultimately have only momentary existence as particulars. Each point instant, a new thing arises, complete in newness of all its parts, and containing naught of that which was a moment before. A manifestation in this present moment is thus and so, having been conditioned in all its parts and perfected by the nature of the manifestation of a moment before. But this conditioning, this karma, constitutes the thing in itself, and cannot be thought of as something apart that has been carried over. This present moment is the end result because it is all that there ever is. All the moments that were are contained in this present moment, and that which is not yet has its only being in potentiality, now in this present moment. The nature of this moment conditions the nature of that which will be, but that which will be cannot be until it is one with this present moment. All eternity is contained in this present moment. This is all there is.